Brooks, badge number XXX. Have some mental, not disabilities, more like just makes it harder to get my thoughts and words out. So I apologize about that in advance. Bear with me here.
Yeah, it's okay. Take your time.
I'm
I got
also
notes
high
too.
functioning autistic, so bear with me on that. And also short term memory loss. So if I ask you to repeat anything, is that okay?
Yeah, that's more than okay, brother. I'm here to make sure and help you succeed the best way that I can. Um, so I definitely want to ask you a couple questions. What training have you learned since you've been here at the PD Academy?
I've learned taser training, passive and aggressive RP, driving test, um, and where everything is in the police department.
Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, and you completed all of those tasks as well.
Yes, I completed them multiple times. One, because they were never logged, and two, because I asked for the extra training because I am a little bit slower at learning things, but once I get them, I get them.
Okay, okay. Do you have any um just ideas you want to throw in the PD pot to, say, hey, maybe we can do better at this with the new recruits or anything like that?
Maybe just not go quite as fast. Let them have some time to like ask questions if they have a question and they don't want to interrupt their FTO.
Okay, okay. All right. So, you got any questions for me before we start this test? We're about to get started.
No, sir.
Okay, my first question is, what is RP13?
Sorry, I didn't have the mic down. Non-behavioral RP within the game faction, I believe it is.
Yes, sir, that's correct. In your own words, could you just give me the definition of that answer?
Basically, if you're out on a call, you gotta act the part.
Yep, that's correct. Give me 1 second. Okay, your next question is, when is it okay to fire your gun in the green zone?
I can give you an example that I always want to call him Wade. His name starts with a W.
Wayne, Major
Wayne,
General Wayne.
yes.
Yeah.
Texas man. Um, so he said that during my taser training that it would be the only weapon able to be used in a green zone. But you have to use all your macros. Confront the person first. Introduce yourself. See what the problem is. See if you can't calm them down. And if they don't leave within reasonable amount of time, or if they pull a gun on you, you have the right to automatically pull your taser and tase them. No question. You just have to put out your macros within 5 seconds.
Come on.
Yep, that is definitely correct, sir. So my next question, you actually answered two questions in one. That was awesome. So my next question would be, what is PD6?
That's not following an order.
Yep. Could you explain that to me in your own words?
Basically, if you're asked to run 15 laps, you shut up and do it.
Okay, because you're following chain of command, and you know that if that officer is issuing laps, it's something you did wrong, and you're able to follow chain of command and listen and take that order. Definitely understandable. Good answer, sir. All right. Your next question is: are you allowed to use your personal vehicle to do police work?
Absolutely not.
What PD rule is that breaking?
I want to say PD 10.
That's correct. That is so correct. All right. Now, are you allowed to use your a police cruiser to go buy cars and go to your business and suit up your business?
Absolutely not.
By chance, do you know what PD rule is that breaking?
Sorry, you cut out there. Can you repeat that?
Yes. So you gave the right answer when I asked you what PD rule is it. I mean, what is it okay for you to take your personal? I mean, a PD. Let me get my words right. I'm sorry. My question was, and you answered this one, but my question was, is it okay for you to take a police cruiser and go and do personal errands? And your answer was no. And my next question was, what PD rule is that breaking?
PD 8.
That's correct, sir. One second. Okay. What are the rules for a badge officer?
That I do not know. I have not been badged. Actually, yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you kind of think about it for a second.
Just remember to back up your fellow HP members. Always.
So I'm gonna let you think about it for a second. What are the rules for a badge officer? What are the rules? What is something that you know a badge officer cannot do?
Oh, okay. Thank you for rephrasing that. He cannot tase people without confronting them, talking to them, and if it escalates to taser, they can use it, but they do have to give 3 warnings in advance, or if they pull a gun, they do not.
Okay.
Need to.
All right. That was a good answer. I got another one to follow through with that one. So I got a question. What if you standing in PDG and you're a badge officer, and you just got your radio on because Chief say have your radio on. So you got your radio on and you hear 10100 officer down. Do you jump in a cruiser and go assist with that 10100, or what steps would you have to follow for you to go help with that 10100?
I'd have to put up my macros that I'm in service, that I am en route to the call, and then I'll have to put down arrived on scene. Is that correct?
Yep, you're all correct. But are you doing that by yourself, or are you with someone? Are you
Um, is that badged or non-badged?
that's badge and non-badge have the same answer. So can you basically go out and patrol alone?
No, not that I know of.
Right. And you must have a vested officer with you still, even when you go out to do your arrests. They're going to be the ones to make sure that you're properly trained to make an arrest out in the field, because now you're an officer. Now you can give a command. Now you'll be able to say, hey, put your hands up. If you don't, I'll tase you. Hey, put your gun away. You can say those commands now. You don't have to sit in the car now. So you're basically an officer now. But so my next question would be, if they say all officers out to PD front, is it okay for you to run out to PD front by yourself?
No, wait for backup and go in a group.
Facts, facts. And make sure that you with that vested officer and he have knowledge that you are with him. Y'all
I
both have an
actually
agreement.
that from observing last night's
Scene.
Bearcat
Yeah.
Army.
Yep, and I told them, I said all of the unbadges went out there. They did their thing. They didn't get out of the car. They watched the craziness happen and they found their way back to PD. But nobody got out the car and tased. Nobody got out the car and gave a command. Y'all saw how hectic it can be if we don't, follow protocols and follow the blueprints that's out there for us. But that was a good one. I'm glad you did see that. And you was definitely one of those ones. I was like, yep, he didn't get out the car. He watched everything happen, and yep, because I wanted y'all to get out and get an experience last night, but I didn't think it was gonna go like that. But yep,
They didn't let me go anyways. But it's all right. I'll get another chance.
yeah, oh yeah, you was kind of one of the ones that had to stay back. I think I couldn't get you in the car with me. I think that's what it was. All right,
No,
all right. So we're gonna
it
go
was.
ahead and we're gonna talk about my bad. We're gonna talk about it, but we're gonna finish this test real quick. All right. So what are the duties once you get your badge? What are the duties as you as a badge officer? Like, what would you have to do? What is your quota? How many arrests would you have to make?
I believe it's 3 or 5 arrests.
All right, you got one of
Uh,
those numbers right. I want you to pick one though. I just want you to
I want to say 3.
note. So the vested will be 3, and the badge officers will be 5. Reason being because
Oh, okay, sorry, getting
yeah,
mixed
y'all will
up.
need a
My
little bit
bad.
more experience on booking and all that kind of stuff. So you'll have to go through it more than just 3 times to get it. So I asked you that question. Are you allowed to patrol or no? You said no. What is PD for?
Um, I want to say that's disrespecting another officer.
That's correct. Disrespecting another officer in the faction. It makes it an unstable, work environment. So we ask that we respect all, even if a heated situation. Last night, like we just spoke, it was heated, but me and that officer was able to, shut up when it was needed to be shut up, because we both felt some type of way. But at the same time, it's respect, and disrespect is not going to get this department nowhere. So we got to respect each other to have, a safe, um, healthy work environment, because we all get on here for, our own purposes. But at the end of the day, we all like it and we all love it. So you passed your test, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this body cam. You got anything before I stop it? You want to add in?
Not that I can think of right now. But I can make you a list if you'd like, and send it to you on Discord if I and
Most
think of
definitely.
stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. Especially if you think of anything that can help the department. Once you get your vest, if we have any openings on the PD Academy, you're welcome to try to fill out an application to join with us. We got a SWAT unit. Once you get your vest, you must join a unit. So definitely start trying to look into a unit that you want to join. Talk to the ICUs of that unit. That way, you can try to get your foot in where you fit in. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it.